Show, and my guest today is Rivka Markel. We're going to go into abracadabra. Okay. I have a rabbit to pull out of my hat, but go ahead.
Yeah, I just wanted to have something fun. It was the 4th of July weekend. We have a lot to celebrate. And so I thought, let's do something interesting, something that is not so common. And so abracadabra means I create as I speak. So it's all about the power of words. So if you use your magic wand and then you just say abracadabra and you say what you want, that's the magic. You can create whatever you want with the power of words. And so I want to discuss a little bit what words do and how important they are and why we are doing what we're doing. Like we're talking so much crap all the time, which doesn't serve us. So
Okay.
that's what I want to go about today.
I'm ready. Let's go.
Ready to go? All right. So I think that a lot of people would agree that if you would listen to how you talk to yourself and how you talk to other people during the day, that you would be surprised how much crap we talk. Like I can't do that. Oh my God, look at that person. I think that most of the words, most of the sentences that are coming out of our mouth, that they are negative and that they create something that we don't want. Now that we know that our words are the magic wand to create our reality, I think people would agree that we should be a little bit more careful what comes out of our mouth. I had a teacher one time, and she says that we should worry more about what comes out of our mouth than what goes in our mouth. And I think that is so true because the words that we speak create our realities because the words, they are just the representation of our thoughts. Our thoughts, then we put them into the material world by our words and then they manifest.
And you think about that. You can be on a call with a client or somebody else, and when you start talking negative, it seems like everything around you becomes negative, not just that experience where
Yeah.
you're like, oh, I'm just upset about this situation, and I start saying bad words, or this isn't going to work out. And then other things collapse as well. So we can't go ahead and use not positive or not, I guess, having faith, having believe in our words versus not believe, because other things will go wrong too. That's
Yeah.
the problem.
I think that the people that are watching us, the people that are listening to this show, they know that our thoughts create our reality, that our words have power, but it doesn't mean that we are aware all day long of what we think and what we speak. It's people are tempted. How are you doing? Oh, horrible day today. Oh my God, so warm outside. Like we are when we talk to other people, we're very much programmed to bring out all the bad stuff. How are you? Oh my God, what a week. And we're tempted to start complaining. So one of the things that I would recommend people to do, and this is what I tell all my clients, stop watching the news, stop gossiping, and stop talking to yourself in a way that you just diminish your vibration and you diminish your value. Like, oh my God, I can't do this. Look at me. How stupid. Why did I say that? We have a lot of negative self-talk too. So it's what you see outside, how you talk to people, and how
Right.
you talk to yourself. It's on 3 levels.
It's definitely is, because you're like, you go ahead and it all goes, it's really weird the way things working, and it's for anything. If things are going really really well and you continue to speak there really really well, and you continue to create each day, every segment of your day in a very positive way, most of your life is going to be positive. But if you speak in ways, even if you're just trying to connect with somebody, or your thoughts get down about, why don't I have this? Why haven't I hit my goal yet? But yet things are going right. Those things going right will disappear quickly. I've seen it. Or
Yeah.
one, like when there is a fire to put out, The way I react to that fire leads to all these other things possibly changing. And then we're in this whole mess. And I don't want to be an observer. I want to be a creator.
Exactly. And I think that when you realize that your words are creating, then you will be a little bit more careful. It's all about awareness. Again, every time we come back to the same thing, be aware of what you think, be aware of what comes out of your mouth. Like when I am in an environment of people that are talking negative, that talk about how the world is not a place to live in, if that happens, I just distance myself. I walk away. I don't participate. I don't want to hear it. I don't want my thoughts to be polluted. I just walk away. Is that comfortable? No, it's not, because it doesn't make you popular. It doesn't make you popular. I'm not going to parties or with friends, so-called friends, that I already know that it is going to be one big complaint about what's going on in the world and how bad everything is. I just don't want to participate because it's not my world. I always tell people I live in La La Land and I love it there. And I think that is really what it is. Like I live in a world that is beautiful, that has an enormous amount of possibilities, where there is a lot of joy and happiness. And that is only because I create that world myself.
Right.
I create it with my thoughts, with my actions, with my words. And so that is what I encourage everybody to do. Like, don't play the game. Don't play the negative game.
Mm-hmm.
Don't play the word game of trying to accommodate other people by going with in that rabbit hole of negativity. You don't need to do that. Who says
No.
you have to? You don't have to do that. I know it's in the beginning a little uncomfortable, but I promise you, the right people will follow you. They
Right.
will say, oh my God, she's right. Let's just go over to that side. And they're part of my world. And the people that don't like it, guess what? I don't care.
So looking at defining success, we'll just look at successful people. We just look
Yeah.
at one area where they're really good, that they are kick butt. They truly use the law of attraction in that area of their life. So because they're magnetic people and people follow them and are intrigued by them and want to do things, it's because in their minds, they're creating and really believe they are that,
Yeah.
even to a level even higher than that. You see it in these biographies. I'm not saying they're good people in other ways as well, but ultimately, when you look at creation, sometimes we're not able to create in all areas of our lives. There's something blocking us. We might be really good creators in business, but we might not be very good creators when it comes to our family life. We might be really good creators when it comes to having fun, but we are not great creators in this. So that's where you always want to look at and model maybe one part of someone's life and say, hey, how am I living that life? Am I living in this whole, what I've created in my workshop, right? That is speaking positively to everyone I talk to, that I'm going down that and not going down the realm of everyone else.
Correct. It's
That's
and you'll see like successful people, they have one thing in common, and not more things, but one very particular thing, that is that they never see problems, they only see opportunities. And then you can say, well, this person is very successful, but look at his private life. And there's a lot to say for that, because that is true. Not everybody has the ability to think and speak and have actions that are positive on all areas of life. Like we have health, wealth, relationships, work, whatever it is. Like, so some people are easier having a very successful life when it comes to their finances, and other ones have more luck when it is on relationships. And the goal is to find the balance in every area of life, to find the beauty in every area of life. And that can only happen when you think the right thoughts, you speak the right words, and you take the right actions. And you can only become aware of that when you stop and you look at it and you say, okay, where am I? What am I doing in this moment? Am I positive? Am I negative? Where am I going? And what am I doing? So where am I? What am I thinking? and what am I doing? So that is like to really get to the life that you want to live, you have to keep track of your own path and make sure that you're on the right one.
And it's very interesting when I look at my trajectory and everything that I'm doing through my workshops every day, where I go into meditation and write down what I would like and want and do. Most of it all comes true. So it's like, but you have to keep thinking about it at different times. And then you don't want to get down this rabbit trail. You don't want to get in this big argument, but a lot of successful people do. And that's why they have other parts of their lives that are not going well. We really, what we think about, we could have a chaotic life and be successful in multiple areas. The difference is our goal is to be balanced in that and say, oh my gosh, yes, we accomplished this, but we're not going to live long. We're not going to have the energy we need for our family and our people, and we're not creating that legacy in every area, which is difficult, and we all have to work on things. But we shouldn't. I just think negative talk. You just see people that are average people when they're talking negatively. It's like you want to get the heck away. It's like, why? You could see there how they're draining, how they're just not feeling healthy. They're eating themselves away. They're just basically dying.
Well, again, like I wanna cut you off here a little, Neil, and I'm sorry for doing that, but I want to make sure that, because this is where we make the difference, where the show makes the difference in people's lives. Like, it's not up to us to say what those other people, like they're draining, they're whatever. Just look at yourself and say, okay, I'm gonna walk away. And don't think about what it is. Don't think about they're draining, they're negative, they're
because
what
you're attracting things that way here too.
Because when that's what is on your mind, that's what you attract.
Oh my
So
goodness.
that's a trap. It's a trap. That is exactly what I try to explain. And I'm sorry to use you as an example, but that is exactly, you say like it's difficult. No, it's not difficult. It's just a matter of awareness and walking away and not thinking about it and let it be, because it has nothing to do with you. And of course, it has to do with you, because you cannot see in the world what you don't have in your own mind. So when you see it, it's time for you to change it. So if you're in a lot of negativity, it means that you still have some going on inside of you. It's amazing to see. It's great. It's an opportunity. You see, that's what I mean. But you look at it and you say, oh my God, I still see that negativity. No, oh my God, I still see the negativity. So now I can change it. So everything is always the way that you look at it. You look at it as an opportunity. You look at it as a problem. When you look at it as an opportunity, you're on your way to success.
An opportunity versus a problem. So you get into a problem solution situation. If you look at it as an opportunity, regardless, and then if there is no opportunity, you walk away.
Just walk away. So easy. You just don't have to be part of it. You don't have to. Like, this is what society tries. You have to be polite. You have to stay, and you cannot leave the first on a party. I'm just making it up. But that's like, you have to behave in a certain way. No, you don't. You don't. You don't. As long as you don't hurt other people, you don't. You just take care of yourself. And that has nothing to do, trust me, I know what narcissism is very well. This is not narcissism. This is taking care of yourself. What we can learn from narcissists is how to take care of ourselves, but let's do it in a very positive way without hurting other people.
Because they hurt other people.
Yeah, which is not really what we want to do.
No, if you're looking at hurting other people, then it's a problem. I guess so. What steps would you say to be abracadabra today? What should someone do?
I think one of the things is to make sure that the words that we speak, what comes out of our mouths, that we pay attention to that, and that we listen to our own talk, what comes out, what we say to ourselves, to other people, what our thoughts are, what our words are, that we become aware, and that instead of saying things, because it's a habit, we say things that are negative out of a habit. I do it, I catch myself every day, and then shift it and say, okay, I made a mistake again, next time I'll do better. And just try to change your word into I create as I speak, and we create the dream that we want to live.
All right. Best place to go is your YouTube channel,
Yes.
Rivka Markel, and hire her as a coach. I'm just going to keep saying this.
Okay.
You need a coach to guide you in journey in life and to not just help with your happiness, but help you with wealth, health, everything. You're going to give them that, and just check her out and
They can
contact her.
themselves, but I will help a little.
All right. All right. You're listening and watching the Neil Haley Show.